Okay, so for debt management, so we go with the following. No? So first, we're going to discuss what are those different types of debts that an organization or a company can avail. No? So let's start with the different types of debts. Yeah, or we have two kinds of loans that we can avail. So when you say secured loan, it is a type of loan na merong security or meron tayo ng tinatawag na sa Tagalog yung prenda o yung collateral naman ko sa English. So in this way, secured yung bangko o yung ating inutangan na tayo ay makapagbabayad. Kung sakali man, no, in the event na we become default o hindi nakapagbayad, sigurado pa rin kasi merong naka-collateral. Ang unsecured naman, ito yung klase ng loan o tinatawag nilang clean loan. Clean kasi wala tayong iiwanang collateral. So kumbaga, pinautang tayo based on our character, based on the capacity of the company. So hindi tayo hiningan ng kahit na anong collateral. Okay? So remember, dalawa yung pwede natin ma-avail na loan. Now, dito guys, sinummarize ko na lang yung mga different financing na pwede nating ma-avail. Okay? So, si commercial paper, literally, it's a commercial paper na pwede nating i-issue. Okay? So, pwedeng notes, pwedeng bonds, no? Yung mga ganyan. Pero, always remember, mostly, ang ginagawa natin ay puro mga short-term lang. Short-term loans or short-term financing. Now, normally, ito ay tumatagal ng pwedeng 1 week hanggang sa isang taon. Okay? So, yan. So, si commercial paper, normally 30 days. Mga ganun lang. So, in such cases that the company is in need for a fast loan, yan. So, short-term loans. So, ito yan. So, they issue commercial paper. Now, next is factoring. Factoring, guys, is an intermediary agent, no, that provides cash or financing to companies by purchasing their accounts receivable. Oh, so they purchase their accounts receivable. So in short, a factor is a funding source. The factors agree to pay the company the value of an invoice less yung discount, syempre doon sila kumikita, less discounts for commission and fees. So ibig sabihin, kung merong receivable si company, yan. So ang mangyayari, bibilin siya. So in that way, yung receivable mo magiging cash kagad. In that way, magagamit mo na siya kagad. So for example, ang receivable mo is in 60 days pa. So ibig sabihin, makokolekta mo yun in 60 days pa. So, kailangan mo na ng pera. Yun. So, bibili na lang siya. Bibili na lang siya nitong mga intermediaries na ito, itong mga company na to, no? Para magamit mo kagad yung receivable. So, yung receivable mo magiging cash. Ayan. Kaya lang, syempre, may bawas. So, it will be discounted para sa kanilang komisyon at saka syempre sa mga fees, mga processing. So factoring can help companies improve their short-term cash, no? Their short-term cash needs by selling their receivables, okay? In return for an injection of cash. Yun, para magkaroon ng cash. Okay. So that is factoring. Next one is yung field warehouse financing. So ito naman, literally in a warehouse, okay? So warehouse financing is a form of inventory financing. So inventory financing that involves a loan made by a financial institution to a company. Okay? Again, involves a loan made by a financial institution to a company, a manufacturer, or even a processor. So existing inventories, goods or commodities are transferred from a warehouse and used as collateral. So it will be used as collateral for the loan. Warehouse financing is most used by smaller privately owned firms, particularly those in the commodity-related businesses. Especially those do not have access to bank loans, no? So lalo na kung mga wala silang access sa mga bank loans, so chances are they resorted to warehouse financing. So ano lang naman yan, okay pa rin naman kasi nagiging collateral lang naman yung laman ng warehouse mo. Okay? Ayan. So, take note na warehouse financing is different from warehouse lending. No? Magkaiba naman yan. Ayan. Now, sa warehouse financing, ito rin yung paraan, no? Para yung mga negosyante ay makahiram ng pera. Yun nga lang, lumalabas na ang collateral ay yung kanilang inventories. So, secured kasi may inventories na ginagamit as collateral. Okay? Ayan. So, next one is floor planning. Okay. So, next is floor planning. So, floor planning naman is a form of a retail financing for large ticket item displayed on a showroom floors or lots. Now, dito, yung lender, normally itong mga lenders dito ay yung mga bangko, yan, o kaya naman mga finance company, yan, o kaya finance arm of certain manufacturer that provides a short-term loans to retailers to purchase item and then they are repaid as the items are sold. So for example, parang ganito. Kunwari may mga items for sale, no? And then wala pa namang pera. So ang gagawin ngayon guys, pwede itong i-finance ng bangko o kaya ng lender. Tapos babayaran na lang sila kapag nabenta na yung biniling items, yung finance na item. So halimbawa, kotse. Ayan, may kotse. Nagre-resell siya ng kotse, halimbawa. So nabili na yung kotse. Babayaran lang yung inutangan kapag nabenta na yung kotse. So magiging ganun yan. Kaya sa tinawag na floor financing. So halimbawa nga, automobile, no? Automobile dealership utilizes floor plan financing to run their new and used car businesses. So floor planning is a type of inventory financing. So yung isa kanina, warehouse financing naman yun. Okay? Ayan. So medyo magkaiba yan. Medyo related pero medyo magkaiba. Okay. So next is a lease. Yan. So medyo nagkamali ako ng intindi dito sa lease noon no? Medyo na-mix ako doon sa mortgage. So lease is actually parang rent. Okay? Kaya lang may konting difference. So lease is a contract outlining the terms under which one party agrees to rent an asset. So in this case, yung property is owned by another party. Yan. So it guarantees the lessee, who is yung pinaka-tenant, no? Yung nangungupa. Yan. Use the property and guarantees the lessor o yung nagpapaupa o yung landlord a regular payment for a specific period. Yan. Specific period. Yun yung pinaka-key difference doon Yan. So may specific period in time. Okay? So dito, the lessee and the lessor, they face consequences if they failed to uphold the terms of their contract. So normally, si lessee is a form of incorporeal rights. Yan. So ano yun? A lessee is a legal, or a lease is a legal binding contract, no? Outlining all the terms and conditions. Yan. From one party na nag-agree naman yung ating lessee doon sa terms and condition ni lessor. So may guaranteed dito, no? May guarantee si tenant o si lessee na pwede niyang gamitin yung property na yun for certain period. Yan. As long as babayaran niya yung agreed amount na napag-usapan nila under contract. So within that period, hindi siya pwedeng pakialaman, no? As long as nagbabayad siya within the contract. Okay? So, kunwari, kung ang kontrata is 1 year, so within the period of 1 year, kahit anong gawin niya doon, yun na yun. Pwede. Kunwari, gawin niya yung suitable para sa business niya, okay lang. Bakit? Kasi bayad yun May kontrata naman. Okay? Ayan. So, ang consequences lang nito, siyempre, minsan may mga pagkakataon na nababiolate, may nababiolate sa kontrata, ganun. o kaya naman, minsan yung property medyo nagkakaroon ng problema. Yun. So, yun lang. Yun lang ang ano doon. Yun ang pinaka-setback. Okay? Ayan. The next one is the line of credit. So, si line of credit, actually, ano yun kumbaga sa listahan, ito yung pinaka-credit mo. Ayan. So, a line of credit is a preset borrowing limit offered by banks or financial institutions to their personal and business customer. So, for example, ayan, kunwari, meron kang credit card, sabi ni credit card company o nung banko, pwede mo siyang gamitin na hanggang 30,000. So, meron kang credit line na 30,000. So, ganun ang credit line. So, whether ito ay personal o business, meron mga ganun. Okay? So, ang kailangan mo lang is bayaran yon para continuously magamit mo. So, pagka naubos na kasi, halimbawa, yung 30,000 naubos na, nagamit mo na lahat, hindi ka na makagamit hanggang di mo na babayaran yon. Hanggang di mo na ibabalik o nare-replenish. Okay, ganun yon. Okay? So, meron niyang since line of credit to, may credit limit to. Now, ginagamit din to guys sa transaction, sa international business. Okay? Kapag kayo may transaction ka, halimbawa may katransact ka abroad, ayan, nagagamit din tong line of credit. Ayan. Ano pa ba? Loans. Siyempre, loans, alam na natin to no? Ayan. So, ang loan natin guys, borrowings yan from banks, na ganun. So, pwedeng may collateral, pwedeng wala. Okay? So, ang long bond naman talaga is supposed to be long term. Okay? So, next is, ayan, loan bridge. No? Ano ba yung loan bridge? Parang London Bridge is falling down. So, a loan bridge is a short-term loan used until a person or a company secure a permanent financing or pays an existing obligation. So, dito, it allows borrower to meet current obligations by providing immediate cash flow. So, literal na pangtawid lang talaga. Okay? So, ang pangit lang dito kasi sa bridge loan, mataas ang interest rate. Yun. Mataas ang interest rate, tapos kailangan ng collateral. Ayan. Kaya sabi niya dito, cost is near the prime rate. Yun. So, talagang medyo mahirap. Ayan. Kasi nga mabilisan no? Ayan. Next one is yung loan or economic development. So, ganun din, pagka loans for Economic Development Authority ay medyo mataas din ang interest rate. Ayan. So, maganda lang dito guys is that ito ay nga sabi, back up by government. Ayan. So, whether kahit ano pang loans yan, okay, one thing is certain. Ayan, one thing is certain. Kailangan mo siyang paghandaan. Okay? Now, ilan sa mga dapat nyong i-consider kapag tayo ay nangungutang o tayo ay isang borrower is una, itong credit rating agency. Now, so credit rating agency is a publicly held company issued debts. It can elect to have that debt rated. So, ano ginagawa niya? Literally, they rate you. They will rate those borrower kung okay ba o hindi. Mataas ba o mababa? Kung ikaw ay nakakapagbayad promptly at walang palya, most likely, mataas ang magiging credit rating mo. So what will be the effect kung sakasakali? Kung mataas ang credit rating mo, ibig sabihin, may chance ka pa na makautang ng mas maganda sa susunod. Malamang, mas mataas na rin ang pwede mong utangin. So kumbaga, tumataas ngayon yung iyong available loan limit. Yan. So yun ang ginagawa ng credit rating agency. Nire-rate ka nila base sa iyong capability to pay your obligation. Accounting for debt. So the key accounting issues related to debt are treatment of discounts and premiums. So sa accounting, so as far as recording is concerned, yan ang medyo dapat mo tingnan. Bakit? Kasi maraming nalilito dyan. Okay, maraming nalilito dyan. So, ano-ano yung mga portion na yon na sinasabing medyo marami-raming nalilito. Okay? Kaya dapat mong bigyan ng emphasis. Yan. Yung mga bond sold at a discount or premium to their face value. Since ito ay may discount, yan, so minsan, dapat mo daw tingnan, kasi minsan magkaiba yung value. So, mag-a-adjust ka ng konti. So, for example, nakalagay dun sa isa, 10,000, no? Pagdating naman dun sa nabenta mo na, hindi 10,000. So, i-consider mo yung difference as discount. So, kunwari, 10,000 yung nakalagay, pero yung yung nakarating na lang sa iyo na 9,000 na lang. So may nawawalang 1,000. Yung 1,000 na yun, pagdating sa recording mo, that will now be noted as discount. Okay. So ibig sabihin, balance pa rin. So pag kinampit pa rin, 10,000, 10,000 pa rin. So siyempre, alam niyo naman, dapat sa accounting, balance eh. Yan, yung effective interest method. So the amount of discount or premium should be gradually written off to the interest expense over the life of the bond. So the only acceptable method for writing off this amount is through an effective interest method. So yan pa. Dapat din very particular tayo dyan, lalong-lalo na si accounting. Debt issues with not stated interest rate. Yan. Kasi bakit? Debt issues o debt instrument, dapat meron talaga kasi naka-indicate na interest rate. So katulad ng ginawa natin sa premium o sa discount rather, dapat pag-appear pa rin kasi siya as balance. Okay? So yung hindi nakalagay na interest rate will be noted as discount ulit. Okay? Ayan. So binibigyan lang tayo ng idea na ito yung ilan sa mga bagay na dapat nyong tignan. No, you have to be very careful pagdating dito sa mga to. Kasi kapag nagkamali ka, iyari. Diba? Hindi magbabalanse. So, malilito tayong lahat. So, magkakaroon ng discrepancy. Ayan. Be mindful also with extinguishment of debt. Sabi, company may find it advisable to repurchase its bond prior to their maturity date. Perhaps because market interest rates have dropped. Yun, tulad ng binabanggit ko, kapag ang interest rate ay mababa, yung current mo, may minsan naiisip natin na i-extinguish na yung utang or bayaran na kagad kahit hindi pa matured. Bakit? Kasi nangihinayan tayo, mababa na interest ngayon. So kapag yun ay binayaran natin, pwede natin ulit i-reissue yung bond na yun. Okay, mas mababa na yung interest. Yan. Scheduled bond retirement. Isa pa to. Bond agreement may contain specific requirements to either create a sinking fund that is used at the maturity date to buy back all bonds. Sir, ano yung sinking fund? Literally, ito ay iniipon na pondo para kung sakasakali magkalugihan. Okay, para at least magkalugihan man, meron pa rin tayong pambayad sa ating mga kautangan. So lahat kasi yan guys ay may schedule. No, yung ating mga bond na ini-issue, meron niyang maturity date. So pinaghahandaan talaga yan. So ang pinakamagandang paghahanda doon is to set a sinking fund. Para ano man ang mangyayari, di ba? Meron tayong pambayad dito sa ating mga bond na in-issue. Convertible debt, yun. Pwede pa lang i-convert. Convertible bonds contains features allowing the holder to turn the bond in exchange for stocks. So, hindi ka na kailangan magbayad. Bakit? Kasi yung utang mo, i-convert na lang into ownership. Diba? Stocks is ownership. So, magiging ano na lang siya? Magiging stockholder mo na siya. So, at least wala ka nang binayad. Siyempre guys, iba yung price nun. Okay? May agreed price din yan. Okay? Ayan. Debt issued with stock warrant. Pagka may warrants kasi guys, mas madaling maka-attract ng mga investors. Because a warrant gives an investors the right to buy a specific number of shares of company stocks at a set price for a given time interval. So, kaya ano yan, very attractive. Okay? Kasi lalo na kung nakita nila that your company is doing great. Diba? So, tendency, yan, pwedeng ma-attract sila at bumili na ng stock sa'yo. Yan. Siyempre, may ano lang yan. Sabi ko nga, may price, may given price, at saka may given interval kung hanggang kailan lang. Okay? Now, ano dapat natin gawin? Paano natin ngayon mabamanage itong mga utang natin na to? Siyempre, dapat meron tayong gawin, no? Hindi po pwedeng ganun-ganun lang yon. So actually, may dalawa tayong pwedeng gawin. Una, mag-set tayo ng yan, debt-related control. Okay? So ito yung una, debt-related control. Okay? Mamaya babanggitin ko yung pangalawa. So sa debt-related control, itong control kasi is naka-design to verify that the correct interest rates and calculation dates are used. Take note, control is intended to verify. Pangalawa, controls are used to detect issue. So it's not just to verify, but to detect issues. Another, control is also used for approval of debts. So ibig sabihin guys, kailangan talaga gumawa tayo ng mga debt-related control. So control is very essential. Yun ang point doon. Okay? Control is very important. So that's why we need to set control. Okay? So, ano-ano yung mga gagawin natin? Ayan. Yun. For general debt transaction, so ito yung mga control na gagamitin natin. So, number one, ayan, require approval of the terms of all new borrowing agreement. So, that's one. Number two, require supervisory approval of all borrowings and repayments. Okay? And number three, to investigate the reasoning for revenue recognitions related to attached rights that is not recognized ratably. So, ibig sabihin guys, for general debt transactions, we are going to implement these three control. In what way? Or in why do we have to do this? Kasi guys, gusto natin masigurado na walang issue na mangyayari. Diba? Sabi nga natin, babalikan ko lang. These controls are intended to verify, to detect, and for approval. Kaya ito, kung mapapansin mo, yun din. Number one, require approval of the terms of all new borrowings. Why do we need to check? Diba? Why do we need to check all of those agreements? Second, supervisory approval. Why do we need to have supervisory approval? Para alam natin na ang transactions ay valid. Kasi ibig sabihin, alam ng mga supervisory position na we're doing these transactions and investigates the reasoning for revenue recognitions. So, yan guys ay para sa general debt. Now, para naman sa interest rate calculation, ito naman yung control na gagamitin natin. So we are going to require a written and approved justification for the interest rate. So bakit? Para hindi basta-basta lang yung binigay na interest rate. At ito ay justified and approved. Pangalawa, include in the month-end closing procedure are tasked to record interest expense. See? So just imagine, ito para naman